Hi, my name is Riley, and I wanted to teach this class to help all of you empower yourselves to listen to your intuition and connect to your body through writing and movement. I just want to say that you don't have to be a dancer or a writer to take this class. You can be, and that's amazing, but really what I'm encouraging you to do is write from your own experience and to dance in a way that your body specifically allows. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a grounding exercise. This one's one of my favorites. I want us to all roll through our feet, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay. And that is my dog. His name is Bunny. He'll be joining us. So rolling through your feet, you can go from the ball of your foot to your toes and back down. So you can do that. You can walk forward and back. I really just want you to focus on your feet. If you don't have a lot of space like I do, like me, you can just go back and forth. You can also go like this, go side to side by pointing your toes and then letting them go to the ground. You can go heel toe, you can go toe heel. You can try to separate all of your toes and put them on the ground. I don't really focus on doing that for this exercise because I think it makes me think a little bit too much about my feet instead of grounding. Okay. So now that you see what I mean, I want us to do that for a few minutes. You can close your eyes or keep your eyes open if that's whatever's more comfortable for you. And just breathe and allow your body to soften and think about grounding into the floor. I often forget to breathe, so I often make my breath a focus whenever I'm doing grounding exercises. And just notice anything that's coming up. Do you feel balanced? Do you feel off balance? What parts of your feet are touching the floor? You can let your whole body react to your feet moving. This might be a small movement. Soften your knees and your ankles. And feel your connection to the floor. And now as you're doing this, bring your awareness to your whole body as you keep moving your feet. And notice any places where you feel tension. And you don't have to judge the tension, just feel it and know that it's there. And stay with that for a minute. And keep breathing. Okay, now slowly bring that to a close. Okay, so now what I want us to do is, I know you've noticed the different tension that you might be holding in your body. I want you to grab your notebook and I want you to draw a person. Mine is a stick figure, as I don't draw. I dance and I write, but I do not draw. And now I want you to label the stick figure with the tension that you felt in your body. So for me, I felt tension in my shoulders, my hips, and my lower back. And those are really the main places that I currently feel tension in your body. Yours could be anywhere. You could feel it in your feet, your knees. You could feel it in your jaw. This is often a place that I hold tension. And just label your stick figure. And I'll give you a few seconds to do that. You can always pause the video and so that you have some time to do this exercise. Okay, and now what I want you to do is to pick one of those points of tension and we're going to move through it. And this can be anything. I'm gonna pick my, I think I'm gonna pick my spine because I feel a lot of tension in my lower back. And you can pick whatever you want. This is your experience, and I'm encouraging you to move your body the way that you can move. So if that means you sit in a chair and you just move your shoulders up and down, that's totally fine. There is no way to do this wrong. I'm going to do a mix of small movements and large movements so you can see what I mean. So say I was doing my shoulders. I could do these small movements like this. I often find small movements, in some ways they release more tension than large movements, but I'm also a dancer, so I might also do this. And you don't have to do that. If you're someone who maybe can't stand for a long time, you can also sit in a chair and do the movements. Like right now I'm sitting on the floor, but pretend I was sitting in a chair. You could just move your shoulders through sitting in the chair. You don't have to get up at all. And you can let that move through your body a little bit while you're sitting in the chair. I just want this movement to be accessible to everyone. If you feel like it's accessible for you, you can also go to the floor and move as well. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to keep standing so that you can see me, but just know that you can lie on the floor and feel your body on the floor, and that's totally fine. There's no wrong way to participate in this, but especially since I know there's a mix of experience in terms of writing and moving, I just wanted to make it clear that you cannot move in a wrong way. If you're moving and you're focusing on the tension in your body and just noticing it and feeling it and maybe releasing it, then you're doing it right. But really what I want you to do is to just notice the tension, but not to judge it. I'm gonna put on a little bit of music for myself. I hope that you can hear it. But you can always pause this video and turn on your own music and move through this and just come back when you're ready. Okay. Before I begin, I like to take a deep breath to ground myself and then to begin to focus on my movement. So as soon as I turn on the music, I will do that. Deep breath in. Do you know where the and down. Begin moving when you're ready.
She bruises calls, she splutters pistol shots. Hold her down with soggy clothes and breeze blows. She's morphine, queen of my vaccine, my love, my love, love, love. I'm sort of muscle and toe to toe. The fear is gripping me, but here I go. My heart sings as I jump out. You're in the sand as my shining She may contain the urge to run away, but hold her down with soggy clothes and breeze blows. Germany, disinfect the scene, my love, 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 but please don't go. I love you so, my lovely. Please don't go, please don't go. I love you so, I love you so. Please don't go, please don't go. I love you so, I love you so. Please break my heart. Please don't go, please don't go. I love you so, I love you so. Please don't go, please don't go. I love you so, I love you so. Please break my heart. Please don't go. I need you hold. I love you so, I love you so, I love you so. Please don't go. I need you hold. I love you so, I love you so, I love you so, I love you so. I need you hold. I love you so, I love you so, I love you so, I love you so, I love you so. I need you hold. I love you so, I love you so, I love you so, I love you so. I need you hold. I love you so, I love you so, I love you so, I love you so, I love you so. I need you hold. I love you so, I love you so, I love you so, I love you so. I need you hold. I love you so, I love you so, I love you so. Please don't go. I need you hold. I love you so, I love you so, I love you so. She make it.
All right, now slowly bring that to a close if you were dancing with me. And now what I want you to do is to take your notebook and to write about anything that came up for you. This could be anything. It could be a journal entry. It could be your experience moving and feeling the tension. When I've done these exercises before, sometimes memories will come up, sometimes just feelings will come up. Sometimes I just start writing about the stars or grass or water, and that's all right. It's just anything that comes to your mind after doing this movement. That's what I want you to write down. So that can look like anything at all. It could even be a fully formed poem or story. Who knows? So now I want you to write for about a minute, and then I'm going to share a little bit more with you. And you can always pause this video so that you can write for a little bit longer. And this is just a reminder to breathe while you're writing as well. I think that's really important. All right, since we're running out of time, I want you to bring that to a close. And I'm just going to share with you what we would do next. So for me, what happened as I was focusing on my back, I had a memory come up. It was a memory from when I was a kid. These boys who were, I guess I was in elementary school with them, or maybe it was preschool. They were on the playground and they were messing around with a worm and cutting it up. And I remember being really upset about that. And it was all still moving while they were doing this. And so I just wrote that memory down in as much detail as possible. And then it's interesting to me that came up while I was thinking about my spine, because maybe my spine is feeling separated or it's not feeling connected, and that's where the tension is coming from for me. And so what I would do next is I would dance my spine as a worm. And all of you would look at what you wrote and dance whatever image or whatever concept came up. In a live class, I did this, and the person who came, she danced her breath because breathing came up for her. And so you could dance a different image. Like I've had water come up, like there's a creek near where I live, and I could dance the creek. Anything that came up in your writing that feels really significant to you, I would want you to dance that next. But unfortunately, we are out of time, so we are not going to do that in this short mini class today. But I really hope that you enjoyed this offering. I hope you enjoyed seeing my dog. If all of you have pets, I'm sure you know how that is, moving and doing things in your house. Feel free to bring your animals into the class if that's what you need. I mean, I think sometimes that can also be a really profound experience to be dancing with another living being in your space. All right, well, thank you for coming to class. I hope you got some writing in. I hope the movement was accessible to you and worked for your body, and I will see you next time. All right, bye.